you've just a couple of months ago released Forest Fires.
Yeah.
If we take that song, the title track, what was the starting point of that song? Do you start? Was it with a lyric or?
Yeah. No, I think I kind of started with the chords. That is the intro and the beginning and the verses, and like that song evolved so much that like I don't even remember the first. I don't remember the first version of that song, but I remember like the lyrics has for the most part been the same as it was the first time. That's like the time I wrote it, and they are about a feeling, and they're about a person, and a lot of persons, and like in that song I kind of like I'm singing to myself in some verses, and just for like it is also like a little comfort song, because it's kind of like writing in your diary. It's saying something to yourself in a way like you're talking to someone else, and that is comforting.
Yeah, in that sense, does it help deal with these kind of things, these emotions?
Yeah, definitely. It definitely does help me writing songs about them and putting them in some place where I can see them clearly and think about them as something that doesn't matter as much as I think about them when they make me sad, but they also matter because they are my creation and they are a feeling that I had a long time ago. And I always like, when I sing it today, I get the feeling, but I get the feeling like I try to connect it with like the persons that are in my life today, and I always like they aren't always about the time period that I wrote them in. They're also about something that is happening today. So that is also what I try to do.
And in that sense, then, because well, what does it do to you? Because you've put your music online, and then millions of people have listened to it.
Yeah.
What does it tell you about your music that those feelings, those things that you talk about, that people can relate to it?
I feel like I'm doing something right. I feel like I'm doing. I feel like my honesty helps. So yeah. It just feels really good, and it feels like I know I can do it again, and I know I can keep on doing what I'm doing because it's so pure, and it's just honesty, and if it's right, then it's the best thing ever.
Did you have any expectations putting it on online, or?
No, not so much as an expectation, but I hoped for something to happen because I loved I recorded this song maybe 10 times before this one, and this one was the studio version where I recorded with the producer and at a real studio for the first time. So that helped a lot with the production and the getting what I wanted to come through with the song, because it's also really hard to play the song live because it isn't always easy to do the things you want to do. With kind of have to have more people often, and it's hard.
Are you thinking in that sense about the live show while you're writing a song?
Yeah, often with the production of the song. Maybe not the clear mind, not the clear the first time I write it, I'm thinking about the feeling, and the second time I'm thinking about the production, and then I think about what can I do with my band, and in some ways.
And am I right in saying your EP was released a couple months ago, and now you're writing or working on a debut album?
Yeah. I have so many songs ready, and I have recorded an album.
Okay.
But I'm kind of not so, because this has taken so much time, and some things have just changed in the meantime that I kind of just want to do what's right now and always follow the right steps at a time. So I don't know if I'm gonna use this album for like the debut,
Right.
but I'm definitely gonna use all of the songs in some ways, maybe bonus tracks, but I have so many new songs that I want to put on the record as well. So I'm just gonna see what happens in the next months.
What are you noticing about the songs that you're writing now? Because you say that every step of the way you keep changing and evolving. So what do you notice about what you're writing and creating now?
Maybe more. It's more like I think about the live performance more now than I did, because I used to write in my studio just by myself, not thinking about it as a live result in any ways, just how and now I write and I think about the people I'm singing to and the feeling when you're playing live. So that has a lot of impact on me now, and I think that just involves I'm judging myself more than I did.
Right.
So I think that helps with the evolvement of the songwriting.
And how far? Maybe it's too early to say, but how far along are you with your debut album? I don't know because I'm not sure what songs I want to put on it. So I could say I'm ready, but I could also say in 3 years that I'm not ready. So sure. It's so it changes every day. My ideas change every day, and so I kind of have to have someone just saying, here you have to finish it before this time, and then I do it, because I have so much ready, but I kind of just there's so many things just bouncing up and down. And then, well, obviously a label is kind of doing this, but do you show your music to your family? Well, you mentioned your mother that she didn't like the screaming.
Yeah.
Does she? What does she think of your music now?
Yeah, she loves my music now,
okay.
But she hated it when I was 13, obviously. But she supported me, and she always judged everything that I did, and in some ways she's the reason I'm doing so good today. So yeah.
Because do you now then show your family
your
music
definitely.
and see what they think?
I always do,
okay.
And they always love it.
Okay. Finally then, have you thought about singing in Icelandic?
I thought about it, but I also tried it, and it doesn't connect to me as much, because it just when I write music, I like to write for someone so far away from me that connects to me in so so it doesn't connect to me in personal levels at all, only through my music. So if I write in Icelandic, there's so few people that can connect to it, and it just it doesn't seem appealing to me at all.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.